It was hot in the tiny attic schoolroom, and Catherine Winstead fidgeted over her lesson, her mind clearly elsewhere. She glanced sideways at her sister, wishing Clarissa would complain of the heat. Mamma would not fault Miss Beckwood for yielding to Claire. At 7, the younger girl was already possessed of the beauty that gained her everyone's favour. With her fair skin and gold hair, she was the fairy princess, while Catherine despaired of being anything other than a small, dark elf. And there did not seem to be a day that passed that Mamma did not make the unfavourable comparison, always sighing that "Poor Kate favours the Winsteads, I'm afraid." But Harry, the eldest of the Winstead brood at 17, was quite handsome, prompting Papa to predict that one day Catherine would be just as pretty, in her own way, to his sceptical wife. Some days Kate herself suspected it was a harm, but none the less she clung to the notion that it could happen. The sound of a carriage barrelling down the long lane brought Catherine to her feet, and despite the governess's frown, she ran to the attic window. "He's here! Claire, he's here!" The younger girl looked up. "Mamma will say you are not being a lady, Kate." "But he is here, and there is someone with him." As Catherine watched, Harry turned to say something to another boy. Ignoring the latter, she studied her brother eagerly. "How tall he has grown! Look, Claire, I think he is as big as Papa." But Beckwood and Claire stared at his companion. Harry said something to him, causing him to look up, and Miss Beckwood gasped. "Why, just look at him!" Even Catherine could see it. Boy or not, he was beyond handsome. He was strikingly beautiful. "Oh, just look at him," the governess said again. "Harry?" Catherine asked loyally. "I think she means the other one, stupid," Claire hissed. Forcing herself away from the window, Miss Beckwood recalled her duty. "Back to work, both of you, else you'll not get to go down at all." Reluctantly, Catherine sat and took the quill. Glancing to where Clarissa's head was once again bent so low that her hair obscured her paper, the woman sighed. "Catherine, you must try to be more like your sister." Kate knew Claire was shamming it. She stared at her own page, thinking resentfully that the lesson would take far too long, and she did not care how much imaginary bolts of sateen and ribbon cost. She'd much rather go fishing with Harry. But as she worked, she could not help being disappointed that her brother had brought someone home with him. Before he'd gone away to school, he treated her more like a younger brother than a sister. He was like Papa, only not quite so busy. "Here now, what a pulled face for your favourite brother!" Catherine nearly knocked the ink pot from its holder as she jumped up. "Harry," she squealed, "you're my only brother." "Hello, Poppet." Grinning, he opened his arms, hugging her. "Oh, Harry, I am so very glad you are home. I have even had old Joe show me how to bait my fishing hook, so you will not have to do it for me. And I can fire Papa's hunting piece, even if I do not hit anything. Actually, we won't be here long. Belle and I are going fishing up in Scotland." As her face fell, he felt instantly sorry. "But I brought gifts from London." Guiding her away from the door, he half-turned to the other boy. "Told you Kate was a hoyden, didn't I? Kate, make your curtsy to Bellamy, Viscount Townsend." "Miss Catherine," the youth murmured, "I hear you are forever getting into scrapes." He possessed her hand, then released it, smiling. "So am I am afraid."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.